Welcome to our warm-up class. We're just going to do a few quick sun salutations just to warm the muscles, prepare the joints and the rest of the body for our yoga practice. We're going to start using a block. If you don't have a block at home, you can use like a couple of books, a phone book maybe, or if they've got really sharp edges, maybe drape a towel over them. But placing the block underneath your hips, so underneath the sacrum, so not underneath the low back, just a little bit too high. So right at that sort of flat triangular bone at the base of the spine. Having your knees bent, feet flat, and the feet maybe just slightly wider than the hips. And then you just want to start to settle, let the body get heavy, soft and relaxed. And begin, as always, to just bring your attention to the breath. So just watching that inward and outward movement of the breath. Slowing the breath right down. When we inhale, we want the breath to come in, travel down into the low belly, so feel this sense of expansion, widening on the inhale. And exhale, begin a squeeze and lift from the low belly, from those low pelvic floor muscles. So you're expelling the air up and out on the exhale. So a few more of those slow breaths. Inhale, softening and expanding, making space for the incoming air. And exhale, a squeeze and lift. I'm just really emptying the lungs. So a couple more breaths, allowing the whole of the body to release, to relax. Just maybe invite a sense of surrender, a sense of heaviness and giving in to gravity. So a few more breaths here. Just enjoying this moment here of creating a little bit of space, a little bit of distance from all the dramas of life. And maybe take a moment to simply dedicate this time to you, just as a time to be with you and all of who you are, and just really accepting all of the experiences of your inner world, and maybe be reminded that ultimately this practice is a meditation in motion. So we'll take 2 more breaths, holding here. Softening through the muscles of the face. Last breath. And just gently here press down into the feet, so really get quite active into the feet as you curl the tailbone under and begin to lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Keep the shoulders quite broad. And we're going to remove the block, we'll just place it to one side for now. And keep pressing into the feet. We'll take another inhale here, lifting. And then exhale, gently roll the spine and the back pelvis down onto the mat. We're going to gently give ourselves a little squeeze here. Maybe rocking side to side. You can open your knees here so your shins would be in like a V shape. And then we'll come rocking up to sitting. And come onto your hands and knees. We'll come onto all fours on your mat. And from here, just take an inhale, really expansive and extending through the front line of muscle. Exhale, a squeeze and lift as you round through the spine and lift through the low belly. Just 2 more like that. Inhale, shoulders move back, you're lifting the gaze upwards. So that's okay with your neck. And then exhale completely, rounding. 1 more, smooth, deep inhale. And exhaling here. From here, let's inhale, same position, but extend your right leg back and up. So we're going to inhale here, right leg up. Exhale, round your spine and try to draw your knee towards your nose. So a couple more like that. Inhale and exhaling, rounding as you pull in towards your center. 1 more. Inhale, shoulders back, and then exhaling here. Inhale, send that right leg straight back. We're going to begin to bring our left arm, so opposite arm forward. So you're reaching forwards with that left arm, reaching straight back with your right leg. We'll just take a couple of breaths here, trying to sort of draw in and up through the low belly there, so we're not sort of collapsing into the lumbar spine. And then begin to bend your right knee. So you're pressing your right foot up towards the ceiling now, lifting through that right thigh. And maybe you can reach back and grab that foot or the ankle. And if you can't quite get there, you just hold and focus on stabilizing here. Focus on your balance by drawing in through the low belly. So in this position here, kicking that right shin back, lifting up out of this right shoulder. We don't want to collapse into it. We want to lift up and maybe back a little bit. We'll take a breath in, holding. Exhale, hold. And then gently release. We'll return to this pose, this spinal strengthening pose. Just one inhale. And then exhale, put it down. So just warming up. From here, opposite side, we're going to breathe in, take the left leg up and back, arching through the back. Exhale, round the spine as you curl in to center. Try to touch your knee to your nose. Inhale deeply, expanding. Exhale, round. One more, inhale. And exhaling. From here, left leg lifts. Left leg comes up. Let's bring your right arm forwards this time. Kick the left leg back, maybe take it up a little bit. Right arm too, you can reach it up. So we've got opposite limbs. So right arm forwards, left leg back. Hold a couple of breaths. Remember, try not to collapse or sink into that left shoulder. And then we'll begin to bend the left knee, and you're kicking that left shin back into the right hand. So we're getting a nice opening here through the right shoulder. Really starting to cultivate sort of a connection to our core, our deep core line of muscle, which we have to recruit here for stability. One more breath. Keep coming back again and again and again to the breath. And then release. We'll return to this position. Just one inhale here, holding. Exhale, hold. And then we'll put it down. So keep gripping in through the pads of the fingers. We're going to tuck the toes under now. 10 toes tucked under. Same expression through the spine. Cat-cow. We inhale, expand. As you exhale this time, round the spine and maybe lift the knees. You're rounding and lifting. Inhale, drop the knees. Forwards, shoulders back. Exhale, round. One more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, drop the knees. Chest forward, shoulders back. This time, exhale with that rounded spine. We're going to gradually unfold and come into your downward facing dog. And maybe keep your knees bent. Or maybe just walk in place. A couple of breaths here. Let your head be heavy. You maybe even want to gently sway the hips side to side. Or perhaps, if you're feeling warm, or maybe you've already been moving around a lot, you can begin to straighten. We're just going to hold one more breath. So drop in your head, lift the shoulders up away from your ears, and then gradually walk your feet towards the front of the mat. So feet here are about hip width distance apart. We're going to bend the knees quite a lot. Drop your head and gently sway from side to side. You might like to have little bouncing movements, gently bouncing. And then keeping the knees bent. We're going to do 3 what I call back rolls, these roll-ups to stand. Knees bent. Yeah, knees stay bent initially. We're going to keep the knees bent. Take an inhale, just lengthen the spine. Keep pressing into the feet as you exhale, begin to curl and roll up to stand. Inhale here, we unfurl the arms to the sky, reach up, maybe look up and go back a little. And then with knees bent, exhale, waving forwards and down. So you release your head at the end of that exhale. So lengthening the breath. Let's take that twice more. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Shoulders come back. Spine long. Press into the feet. Exhale, begin to roll up from the feet to the core to the heart. And then inhale, expand. Exhale, waving down. Folding forward. Take one more. Drop your head. Inhale, create that space, that length. Exhale, come rolling up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms high. And exhale, waving forwards and down. Now this time, just want to start to lengthen through the spine again, a little more. Maybe fingertips come forwards, just in front of your feet. Or you can take your palms, your shins, palms to the shins, sorry. And just start to create a little bit of traction here through the spine. So you're just lengthening forwards. You can have your knees bent. Otherwise, beginning to straighten just a little bit more. facing dog pose. From downward dog, bend your knees, bend your elbows, get really quite low and close to the earth. Take an inhale here. Exhale this roll and wave and lift forwards to a plank pose. Once we land in plank pose, take an inhale here, shoulders back, chest forwards. Exhale, drop your knees for the first round. We'll come all the way down, so we're resting on the floor. Point your toes back here. Palms stay beneath the shoulders. Take an inhale. Exhale, rising up. Cobra pose. Hold cobra, pause, breathe in. Exhale, waving down. We're going to take that twice more. Inhale, stay low. Exhale, rise. Pause, inhale. Exhale, waving down. Inhale, stay low, just filling from the low belly. Exhale, squeeze and lift from the bottom of the spine to the top. We come into cobra, we hold, take a breath in. Exhale, waving down, tuck your toes, and then travel back to downward facing dog. Now holding downward dog, a couple of breaths. We're going to spin the knees to the right. Knees to the right and bend the knees, get really quite low. Pressing into your hands evenly. So you want to press the weight evenly to both hands. So we're getting a nice stretch through that right side waist. If you need to, you drop the left knee. At any time. If you need to back off, we'll take another breath. And then we'll switch, take the other side. So you spin, this time knees to the left. Getting really quite low, hips get low to the heels. Pressing into the hands, so arms are nice and long. You're stretching out this time through that left side waist. Hold one more breath. And then exhale back to downward facing dog. From downward dog, take your feet together. Big toe mounds touch. We're going to bend the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, get quite low. And exhale, maybe a step or a hop to the front of your mat. Feet together. We'll take a breath in, lift and lengthen. Exhale, with knees bent, come rolling up to stand. Inhale, unfurl your arms to the sky. And then exhale, waving down. So adding on a little bit this time. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Knees bent, let's exhale, come rolling up to stand. Inhale here, arms reach high. We're in chair. Exhale, just flowing with your arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, sinking down. Couple more like that. Inhale, you can straighten the legs if you need to. Exhale, coming down. One more inhale. And exhale. From here, inhale, take the arms up. Circle the arms behind you. You're going to interlace the fingers and start to draw the shoulders back. Little bends in the elbows. Take an inhale here. Very expansive through the front body. And then exhale, waving forwards and down. You may want to separate your feet a little bit here. You may need to keep the knees really quite bent. We just want to start to focus on still creating heat and really trying to promote this sense of elongation, this spaciousness within the spine. We'll take another breath. Exhale, release the fingers, hands or fingertips touch the floor. Take an inhale, create that lift again, nice and long. And then exhale to your downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bend your knees, bend your elbows. Inhale, get quite low. Exhale, roll or wave forwards to a high plank position. High plank, you're going to inhale, send the heels back, chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale, coming down, chaturanga, or all the way down. Inhale, this time rise, cobra or upward facing dog, cobra thighs down. And then exhale, pressing back to your downward facing. From here, right leg lifts. Your right leg lifts. Just inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bend the right knee and start to make this circular motion out to the right side. So we're rotating the bent right leg from that hip joint. This is hip joint mandala. Just one more circle and change directions if you haven't already. And then inhale, right leg high. Bend the knees. Exhale, we're going to lunge. Right foot to the right thumb. You can drop the left knee if you need to. Come up onto your fingertips. Take an inhale, lift and lengthen. Create that space again. Bend the back knee as you exhale, begin to roll up to crescent lunge. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, just flowing with the arms. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, getting low. Inhale. Exhale. This time, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, circle the arms behind you. You're going to interlace the fingers, squeeze the palms together. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, coming forwards and down with that back heel raised. It's a little challenging. Again, at any point, you can drop the left knee. You can even release the hands if you need that stability. We always want to work to your level of difficulty and challenge yourself in, in a really wise way, not in a brutal, sort of egoistic way. Take another breath. And then exhale, release the hands. Inhale, just lift, make that space again. Exhale, from the earth, we're going to create three-legged dog. Right leg comes up. Inhale, maybe try to touch the ceiling. And then exhale, back to downward facing dog. Left side. So from here, we'll breathe in, just hold downward dog. Exhale, lift the left leg high. Left leg floats up, maybe take it open a little bit. And then exhale, make that circular movement. So we're rotating the left leg around the hip. Yeah, rotating a few times in both directions. And then from here, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend everything, get low, come forwards towards a core plank position. And then we'll lunge left foot to the left thumb. Come up onto your fingertips. Take a breath in here. Exhale, bend the back knee as we start to roll up to high lunge, crescent lunge. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bend the back knee as we drop down through the hips. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Inhale, reaching up. This time, circle the arms behind you. Fingers interlace. Squeeze the palms, inhale. Exhale, come forwards and down. So knowing, again, at any time you can release that back knee. Little bend in the elbows. Try not to clench or grip through your toes. You want to be pressing down into the toe mounds, not so much into the toes. We'll take another breath. And then exhale, release the hands, fingertips touch. Just take an inhale here, and then exhale, transition into three-legged dog. Left leg comes up and over. And then back to your downward facing dog pose. From here, feet come together. We're going to bend the knees, get quite low, take an inhale. Exhale, step or hop, feet to the front of the mat. Feet come together here. We'll take an inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, come rolling up all the way to stand. Inhale, reaching high. And exhale, waving forwards and down. Take a breath in to prepare, lengthening. Bend the knees. Exhale, return. This time, return to chair. We're going to take our arms up. Palms, forearms, elbows come together. Yeah, so we're like this. Inhale, peel them apart. You're going to open, and you can straighten if you need to. Exhale, get quite low. So you're coming back into that squat position. Inhale, little pulsations upwards and downwards through the hips. Exhale, a squeeze and lift from the low belly as they return. Take one more of those. Inhale and exhale. Exhale, exhale, drop the arms. Inhale, take the palms to touch. And then exhale, waving forwards and down. You're going to create that length again. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step back or jump back to downward facing dog. Now stay here or take a vinyasa, a connecting sequence of poses. If you're joining me, we're going to bend the knees, bend the elbows. Inhale, get low. Exhale, roll or wave forwards to a plank pose, high plank. Take a breath in here. Exhale, high to low. Chest comes forwards as you lower. Inhale, rise, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lift from the belly, from the front pelvis.
and make your way back to downward facing dog. From downward dog, pause, take a breath in. Exhale, lift the right leg high. Three-legged dog, inhale. Exhale, come forwards, right knee comes forwards, and you try to draw your knee to your nose. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. This time, exhale, right knee comes forwards, and you try to tap the outer upper right arm. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, right knee to the left side. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, come forwards, core plank, knee to chest, come forwards, lift, kind of pike up through the hips, and then we'll lunge. Right foot to the right thumb. Breathe in here, lift and lengthen. Bend the back knees. You exhale, roll up to crescent lunge. Inhale here. Exhale, hands come behind you, and we're going to plant that back foot. I'm going to spin around so you can see. So back foot is flat, fingers interlaced, right foot in front. Inhale here. Exhale. For now, we're going to wave forwards and down. So dropping your head towards that front heel. Again, anytime if you need to, you can bring your hands to the floor. It's going to give you a bit more support. Even bending this back knee, that's totally fine. Last breath here. Gently release your hands. We're going to come into warrior two. Just inhale here, bend both knees. Exhale, come rolling up into warrior two. So you want to make sure here your hips are centered. We're not kind of leaning forwards or back. You want to be nice and square, right in the middle. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Inhale, lift a little. You can lift entirely, straighten if you need to. Exhale, palms, forearms, wrists come towards each other. Inhale, expand and lift and lengthen. Exhale, 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 exhale. Empty the lungs. Inhale, expand. Exhale. One more, inhale. And exhale. Stay low, stay in this low position. So your hips are grounding down. Inhale, just expand the arms. Exhale, hold. Drop that back arm, your left arm down. Right arm comes down. Take it back. Reverse warrior. So we're stretching out through this right side waist. You're still lunging with that right knee. Take another breath in here, holding. And then exhale, spin or cartwheel your hands to the floor. We're going to step back to downward facing dog. Maybe, optional, lift the right leg and kind of open to the left side. We'll spin around again. So for the left side, we hold downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift the left leg high. Left leg lifts up, inhale. Bend the front knee. Exhale, 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 come forwards. Core plank position, core plank 1. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee comes forwards and you draw the left knee to the outer upper left arm. Inhale, left leg high, spread the toes. Exhale, come forwards, bend the elbows too as you come forwards, left knee to the right side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, knee to chest, come forwards, lift, and then we'll lunge. Left foot to the left thumb. Awesome. Come up onto your fingertips, inhale, lengthening. Bend the back knee as you exhale, roll up. Crescent lunge. Inhale here, arms reach high. Ground the back foot. Exhale, hands come behind you. So fingers interlace. Squeeze the palms here, inhale. From your core, from your center, turn to face forwards. Inhale here. Exhale, wave forwards and down. So you drop your head and pause. Again, be aware of any tendency to sort of scrunch up or grip through the toes. You want them to be released, to be relaxed, to be nice and light. One more breath, still lunging, left knee forwards. Gently release the hands. Just a little pause here, a moment to inhale, get low, maybe bend everything. Exhale from the ground to your core, we come spiraling up. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Inhale, straighten, lift and lengthen. Gonna get a little bit shorter. Exhale, palms, forearms together. Inhale, expand. Exhale, empty the lungs. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, and exhale. From here, expand your arms again. Shoulders move back and down. Keep the tailbone curled under. So we want to curl under, front hip bones, pull them in and up, and then drop your right hand down. Left arm comes down, take it back, reach it back, back, back. Nice stretch through that side waist. Take a deep inhale, reaching back. And then we'll exhale, slowly spin or cartwheel your hands to the floor. Lift the back heel, take an inhale. Exhale from the earth, come into downward dog or maybe three-legged dog. Left leg comes up. Very good. Keep gripping in to the floor through the pads of your fingers, the tips of the fingers. And then we'll put both feet down. We're in downward facing dog. Spin your knees to the right. Bend the knees. So knees and toes to the right. We're bending, getting low. Now keep the feet as they are. We're going to straighten the legs. So your feet are heel, toe, heel, toe. Maybe take that right arm up. You can even take that right arm over your head. Try this one. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Lift the right foot up, straight up. And then plant the right foot to the floor in front of your left knee, in front of your hips. Lift the hips, press down into the right foot, up through the hips. Maybe we can take the right arm up again. And then through to your downward facing dog. Take the other side. So you spin knees to the left, knees and toes to the left. Go really quite low. Shoulders move back. From here, straighten the legs. Feet are heel, toe, heel, toe. Left arm can come up. To next. Okay, you look up, otherwise look to the side or look down. And now try here, left hand to the left hip. We're going to lift the left knee towards the ceiling and then plant that left foot in line with the hips. Push down into that left foot so we lift the hips. And then again, maybe take that left arm over. You're going to look down, hands come down, and downward facing dog. From here, feet come together. Bend the knees, get low, inhale. Exhale, step or jump. Feet to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, come rolling up. Inhale, arms reach high. And exhale. So a little warm up, just 25 minutes or so. I'm feeling warm. I'm guessing you are too. So you can pair this one up, this video up with some other lunge sequences or go straight to some core cultivation. Or if you're warm enough now, you can go straight into some sort of deeper, slower hip stretches, for example. But I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for joining me.